Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our next lesson. Today, we're going to be talking about the order of operations using PEMDAS. Now, before we actually dive in and start using it, for those of you that have never heard of PEMDAS or don't remember order of operations, we're going to create a visual in your math notebooks so that you have something to refer to. You're going to need your first available blank page in your math notebook. You are going to take it and you are going to fold it vertically. Now this next part's going to be a little more difficult for you because I'm using a loose piece of paper and you're going to be using your notebook. You need to divide that same sheet horizontally into 4 sections. So however you decide to do that, just try and make them as equal as possible. And when you're done, you'll need to draw your lines just like I do. The one down the center. You'll need the middle on the right and all 4 horizontal on the left. Doesn't need to be perfect, just as long as it separates the sections. Pardon me for the cough this morning. Now, the first order of PEMDAS talks about parentheses and brackets. So in this very first section, I want you to write the letter P. And underneath it, we're going to remind ourselves that we do parentheses and brackets from the inside out. And to give you a visual, brackets with parentheses inside, and remind yourself inside, out. Now our next section is exponents, which is our E. Now for exponents, the nice thing is that this is not something you'll have to worry about this year, because exponents are something that you will learn in 6th grade. So we're just going to put a star, and you will learn in 6th grade. All right, so parentheses from the inside out, exponents, which right now we're just going to skip because you're not going to have any. Now we're going to move on to our next section, which the last 2 are the main reason that most students get themselves in trouble when they're working order of operations. The next section is M or D, which if you're thinking operations of math, you should know that this means to multiply or divide. Now you need to do this from left to right. Always in the order they appear. All right, and I'm even going to draw an arrow here to remind yourself that you're working from left to right in the order they appear. And you'll understand exactly what I mean when we get to our first example. Now, our last section, so if we work with multiplication or division, last but not least is our other two operations, which is going to be addition or subtraction. And just like multiplication, you work all addition or subtraction from left to right in the order they appear. Okay. And just like on multiplication or division, we're going to draw a big arrow. Sorry about all the coughing this morning. My allergies are killing me. So now we have the steps. We start with parentheses and brackets from the inside out. Exponents would be next, but it's not something you're going to learn this year. Then you need to move on to multiplication or division from left to right in the order they appear. Then addition or subtraction from left to right in the order they appear. Now, a lot of you are probably going, I don't understand how this coincides to an equation or to an expression, something that I have to solve. We're going to get into an example right now. So, our example reads, "24 minus 9 divided by bracket, parentheses, 14 minus 5 divided by 3 plus 2. Okay. So, again, working with PEMDAS, I'm even going to try and use this color coding as much as I can. We need to work the parentheses and brackets from the inside out. If you see, I have parentheses on the inside, brackets on the outside. I have to work the parentheses first. So 14 minus 5 is 9. Now I'm going to go back and rewrite everything else that I have not touched yet. We still have the divided by 3 plus 2 on this side. We still have the bracket, the divided by, all of this over here. The only thing we've changed is that we've now answered that portion. Now, we still have a bracket, so we're still in the P portion. So 9 divided by 3, that's what I'm working on right now. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Go back and rewrite everything else I have not done yet. Okay. Now, I have no parentheses. I have no brackets left. I've solved all of them. So I move on to the next step, exponents. There are no exponents in this expression, and again, not something you're going to learn this year, so we move on to multiplication or division from left to right in the order they appear. So with my green, 24 minus 9, nope, that's not multiplication or division. 9 divided by 3. That is multiplication or division from left to right as they appear. So 9 divided by 3 is once again 3. Rewrite everything else I have not touched yet. I have no more multiplication. I have no more division. So now I move on to my final step, addition or subtraction from left to right in the order they appear. So the first sign I get to is a subtraction. So 24 minus 3 is 21. And I rewrite everything else I have not touched. Now I'm down to my last piece, which is addition from left to right. It's the very last one. 21 plus 2 is 23. That is how you use order of operations to solve an expression or an equation. Now, later on this week, you're going to be asked to write an explanation of how you would solve an equation in your own words. And I want you to use this area to show your work for that. Practice using it. That way you have the area to write out your work as you're typing in the answer to your discussion question. And make sure when you do that discussion question that you are writing in complete sentences. Writing out your thoughts will help you explain what you're doing, which will help you communicate how you do math in a more efficient manner. All right, thank you guys. Have a good day.